a little endeavor and it will come. So, you haven't got to engage your major portion of time for this purpose. Because according to your body, the necessities are already there. How there are, how can I be that there is already the necessities of my life? He is giving a very nice example that sarvatra labhate daivat. Sarvatra means everywhere. If you become a forest animal, your sense gratification paraphernalia is there. If you become an aquatic animal, your sense gratificatory paraphernalia is there. If you are a man, that is also there. If you are American, it is there. If you are Indian, you are there. If you are Aborigine, it is there. Sarvatra. If you are ant, if you are an animal or a worm within the earth, the food is there. The rat, the cockroaches, they live within the drain, still the food is there. So, Prahlad Maharaj said, the sarvatra labhati, in any form of life. Either you become man, God, or dog, or cat, or anything. Your sense gratificatory. What are those sense gratificatory things? Like you require to eat something. Either you are man or animal or whatever it is. You require to eat something. So eatables are there. Then you require a place to sleep. That place is also there. Just like we have got so many friends, some of them present here, they have practically no apartment, but still they have got place to sleep. They have got place to sleep. Nobody is without sleeping. There must be some place to sleep, and there must be something, somewhere for eatable. So the arrangement for your eating, arrangement for your sleeping, and arrangement for your mating, all these arrangements are there by nature. So, deha yogena, the sense gratification which you want for the particular type of body as you have got, that is already arranged. As much as the example is dukkham ajatnataha, as much as the distress from which you are destined to suffer are also there. The distress also, according to law of karma, we create our own distress and happiness. So, as much as the happiness is there, similarly the distress is also there. Nobody tries for distress. Dukkham ajatnata. Dukkham means distress. Nobody tries to invite distress in his life, but distress overcomes him. Similarly, the quantity of happiness or the measurement of happiness that is already predestined by nature is already there. So, you should not bother, because they are all atheistic boys. They are after material improvement, economic development. The atheist class of men, they are always busy for economic development. They have no idea of spiritual existence or spiritual advancement of life. That is the distinction between atheistic life and theistic life. Atheistic people are not concerned, not a drop, they are concerned for advancing in spiritual life. So, because you are speaking among the boys who came from atheistic family, he said, my dear friends, don't bother yourself for developing your economic condition, because that is already arranged there. You better utilize your short time, short span of life for understanding Krishna or be Krishna conscious. That is his verse. tat prayasa nakattavya jata ayu baya param. Because he has got limited span of life. The other day I explained that suppose you are destined to live for 50 years. Now, you cannot make it 51 years or 50 years 1 month by spending any amount of money. Just like a man is dying, he is a very rich man. The doctor says that he will die at such time. And if somebody says, my dear doctor, kindly increase the time little more. You say that he will die at 10 o'clock at night. Now make it next day 10 o'clock, we have got some business. So that is not possible. That is not possible. If you spend millions of dollars and bribe the doctor, please extend the life, we have to get him sign some document before he dies. Oh, that is not possible. Therefore, just try to understand the duration of life, how much it is valued. It is not in your power to increase even by moment. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj says that don't spoil your life for so-called sense gratification. That is already arranged there. Don't spoil your valuable life simply for sense gratification. Just see. These instructions are to be noted by human beings, that we should not spoil even a second of our life uselessly. How we spend our life, sache nirarthakang nita, tanuhani statodhika. Just the other day I told you about the version of Chanakya Pandit. The Aisha khana vidhansi kalpanta sthayina guna. The Pandit, the Chanakya Pandit says that this ayu, the duration of life, we do not know when we shall end. It is as sure, it will end. But kalpanta sthayina guna. But if you are Krishna conscious, then that spiritual qualification will continue to eternity. There are many instructions in Vedic literature. So here also the same thing is repeated. The tat prayasa nakartabba jata ayu param. You should not try to spoil your life, spoil your valuable life for something which is not very much beneficial for you. And what is that thing beneficial? Self-realization. Self-realization, what I am. This is the product of meditation. If you want to meditate, meditation means to attempt to understand oneself, what I am. That is real meditation. Meditation does not mean that, of course, this voidness, meditation in voidness is another negative attempt that this body is nothing. But actually I am not void, I am spirit soul. And because I have no information of the spirit soul, therefore I simply try to think of the negative side of this bodily existence. That is called voidness. Simply negative, I am not this body. I am not this body. I am not this body, that's all right. But that is not perfect self-realization. When I understand that I am not this body, I am spirit soul, that is partial self-realization. And when I understand that I am not only spirit soul, but I have got spiritual activities, that is still more advancement. And when you are actually situated in spiritual activities, that is the perfection of it. Just try to understand. First thing is, I am not this body. That's all right. Then what you are, or what I am. The next stage is to understand that I am not this body, I am spirit soul. Aham Brahmasmi. The exact Sanskrit language is that to understand that I am spirit soul. All right, then is that finished? No, still you have to go further. Then I am spirit soul. So, in the spirit soul in this material body has so much activities. Now, regarding this body, I have got so many activities. And when the body is finished, is it correct that the spirit soul stops to act? No, it does not stop to act, because that is the active principle, because the spirit is there within this body. Therefore the body is active. Now, suppose I am not this body, then does it mean that the spirit has no activity? So this is not wrong theory. Spirit has various activities, but we do not know. That is illusion. So meditation means to understand oneself that I am not this body, I am spirit soul, and further advancement of that meditation is to know what are the activities of the spirit soul, and when one is actually engaged in those spiritual activities, that is the perfection of meditation. So this Krishna consciousness is direct engagement of spiritual activities. This is the concession. This is the concession of this age. We have got very little opportunity in the present age to meditate. It is very difficult. The so-called meditation for 15 minutes and 23 hours, all kinds of nonsense activities will never help you. Therefore meditation is out of question at the present age. I am not speaking from my own whims. It is stated in the Shastra. In the Shastra it is said that Kriteja Dhyato Vishnu. Meditation on Vishnu was possible in the golden age or in the Satyajug. Satyajug means at that time the people used to live for 100,000 of years, and they were all perfect in religious life. There was no flaw. Then came the Tretayug, when they were perfect threefold, and the duration of life reduced to 10,000 years. The next millennium is called Dwapara, when the life of people, half religious, half pious, half vicious, and the duration of life reduced to 1,000 years. And this age is called Kali Yuga, the age of war and misunderstanding. The duration of life has reduced to 100 years. Not even 100 years. 50 years, 60 years, 70 years at most, but within. And so far life is concerned, 3/4 of the life irreligious, 1/4 only religious. That is also doubtful. So therefore, in this age, this Shastric injunction, that means injunction of the authorized scripture, is that Kriteja Dhyato Vishnu. In the golden age, when people used to live for 100,000 of years, meditation was possible. Because we understand Valmiki Muni, he got perfection by meditation after meditating 60,000 of years. And similarly, Kordam Muni, he got perfection by meditation after 10,000 of years meditation. So meditation process is difficult process and it is not possible in this age. This is the injunction of the Shastra. Simply we can waste our time by so-called meditation, but real meditation is not achievable at the present age. Therefore the prescription is Kite Jadhyato Vishnu Tritayam Jajato Makhai. In the first millennium, meditation was possible. In the second millennium, sacrifice. A big yajna or sacrifice was performed by people. And the third millennium, temple worship. And in the fourth millennium, Kalautad Harikirtana. In this age of Kali, simply by chanting Hare Krishna, you can attain the perfection. So these are the prescriptions. We have to follow them. So, our policy, those who are serious about Krishna consciousness, they should not waste their time for sense gratification. And because the body is there, we are not free from the body. There are demands of the senses. So that should be controlled. That is the process in every line of action. Either you meditate or you perform sacrifices, do anything. The real process is to control the senses. So, try to control the senses as far as possible and utilize your time for advancing Krishna consciousness. And the process is very simple, simply chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So make your life regulated. There is no denial. That it is not that you cannot eat, or you cannot sleep, or you cannot have sex life, or you cannot defend yourself. Do all these things according to the rules and regulations. But don't waste your time for artificial increment of sense gratification. Don't do that. You require to eat to maintain your body and soul together. You eat. Juktaharu viharasta yoga bhavati siddhita. You don't require to eat less. Suppose you can eat 1 pound. The Krishna conscious prescription does not say you simply eat 1 ounce. No, you eat 1 pound. But don't eat more. Similarly, you have to sleep, all right, make your shelter apartment nicely so that you can comfortably sleep. Defense, yes, you defend your country, defend your home, nicely. Sex life, yes, you have sex life, but not in the unrestricted way, limited with married wife or married husband and comfortably and very gentleman. So these are prescriptions of that. There is no denial, but make it systematic. But the balance of your life. Don't spoil your life simply for sense gratification or so-called advancement of material things. You should utilize your time how to make advancement in Krishna consciousness. That is the sum and substance of Prahlad Maharaj's instruction to his fellows who are born of atheistic family, and we shall gradually discuss. Now, if you have got any questions, you can ask.
You chant from the lips, or you chant just in your mind as you walk?
Begin from the lips, then you go to the mind.
Do different spirit souls have different activities, spiritual activities?
No. Spirit soul is one, therefore only one activity to serve the Lord. That's all. The Lord is one, and the spirit soul qualitatively one, and the activities also one. That is our mission. One God, one mantra, one scripture, one activity. One God Krishna. One mantra Hare Krishna. One scripture Bhagavad Gita. And one activity to serve Krishna. That's all. There is no two. One. Yes.
As the ages progress, the population and the ages, are they more conditioned?
Yes.
Are we more conditioned than the people in such a youth?
Oh yes, certainly. Just like a particular type of body, just like a dog and a man, there is difference of condition. A dog's living is more conditional than a man's living. Animal and human being, there is difference of condition. Similarly, there is difference of condition between human being and demigods. There are different other living entities in the higher planets. Their condition of life or standard of life is different. Just like your American, your standard of life in other poor countries, their standard of life is different. So the same principle, according to the body you have got, the standard of so-called happiness and distress and everything is different. So this age, Kali Yuga, as it will increase, the distress of the people will increase. I shall next day describe how the distress of the Kali Yuga will increase. You just remind me next meeting. Yes.
Swamiji, seeing as how sorrow and happiness are there by nature's law, would be this an impediment to our devotional service?
No, for a devotee that is not impediment, because he is transcendental to distress and happiness. Spiritual activities are transcendental. Ahituki apratihata. Ahituki, spiritual activities is not done under any cause. We love Krishna not with a cause. Just like here in the material world, I love a girl for sense gratification, or I love a boy for sense gratification. There is a cause. And as soon as the cause is discharged or the love is discharged, there is impediment. But love of Krishna is without cause. It is spontaneous. Therefore there is no impediment. Because the word love can be engaged only in relationship with Krishna. Otherwise there is no question of love. So, when the love of Krishna is transcendental, there is no material impediment. Is it clear?
If meditation without chanting was at one time successful, why is it now deficient?
Because the time has changed. You have to consider according to the time, circumstances, atmosphere. Here, at the present moment, our mind is so disturbed that concentration of meditation is not possible. But this chanting, as soon as we chant, by force, our mind is engaged in chanting and hearing, by force. Hare Krishna. So even my mind is disturbed by the vibration, I am attracted. So that is this meditation is the mind. Other meditation, if I sit down and think, I am thinking of the lotus feet of Krishna, which is red. At once a red bird comes in my vision, and the bird begins to fly and it goes up. You see? So that kind of artificial meditation will not succeed. Meditation is not actually possible in this age. Yes.
Apparently I have trouble with definition of meditation. You say that chanting is the way. Just
Yeah.
chanting. Well,
I don't say it there.
yeah, okay, all right.
Yes.
Transcendental meditation by the Maharishi is not a form of meditation under concentrating power. And I was wondering,
What is the transcendental meditation? Can you
transcendental,
explain?
if I could, I would do it.
You cannot. You cannot explain.
I think he had an explanation. Maybe.
Huh?
He's talking of the teaching of Maharishi.
What is that teaching?
They're given-
You don't know. Then don't talk.
Okay, well, I'll try. May I try for an instant?
No, don't try artificial. If you don't know, why should you artificial?
Well, that's why I'm here, because I don't know everything.
That's all right. Don't talk that. Which is the subject matters which you do not know, don't talk. Now, so far I know that Maharshi says that you meditate for 15 minutes daily. Is it correct?
Twice a day.
Twice a day, 30 minutes.
From anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour.
All right, 2 hours. That's all right?
Pardon me?
For 2 hours a daily, 1 hour morning, 1 hour.
Fine.
So, if one is engaged in meditation for 2 hours, and if other is engaged for 24 hours, whose meditation is perfect?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No. Maharishi has an
No,
analogy.
don't ask me Maharshi. I mean to say, if somebody is engaged in meditation for 2 hours, and other is engaged for 24 hours, then whose meditation value will be greater?
Then there are two types of meditation. There's a 2-hour meditation.
First of all, you answer this.
Pardon me? I missed it.
I am just telling that a person is engaged in meditation for 2 hours,
Yes.
and another person is engaged in meditation for 24 hours. Whose meditation is valuable?
It's 24 hours.
Is it not?
Are you asking me to go out and chant all day long?
Huh?
Are we supposed
Not
to
only
chant
chanting.
24 hours?
There are other engagements.
Right. That's what the Maharishi says. Also.
So, 24 hours, now that meditation, what Maharshi says, you do not know, you say just now that you do not know.
I don't know as well as the Maharishi knows, but I'd like to.
Then explain, what is that?
He says to meditate twice a day.
That's all right. What is that meditation process?
Okay, you're given your mantra. It is, when you sit down to meditate, you think.
Do you know that mantra?
Yes, but I can't speak.
You cannot speak, it is secret.
It's not a secret. If I speak it, I'll ruin the power.
Anyway. Therefore, our Mahamantra is so nice that as we chant this loudly, the power becomes loud.
Okay, this is where the problem lies then, because I think that that's fine, and I agree, and yet I don't think there's just one.
And there is no secret, it is open.
I don't
It is
feel
open.
there's just one mantra, sir.
Huh?
I feel that the entire mantra would be Om, and so Hare Krishna, Rama would be just one part of Om. Now, isn't that true?
Is there any difference between Om and Hare Krishna?
Yeah, Om is the total, isn't it?
Huh?
Well, okay, I'll read a word of it. Isn't Om the total expression and sound of nature?
Yes. Do you know the definition of
Hare
Om?
Krishna, Rama the same?
Do you know the definition of Om?
I'd like you to define it.
It is in the Bhagavad Gita, it says, Apsaranam Omkarosmi. Krishna said that amongst the alphabet, I am Omkar. Therefore, Omkar is not different from Krishna.
Right,
As soon as we say Krishna, the Omkar is there.
right. And I imagine that as soon as I say my mantra, Om is also there. Is it not?
So Omkar, in every Vedic mantra, the Omkar is there.
Right,
But when Krishna is there, Omkar is automatically there.
right.
Because it is said in the Bhagavad Gita, Aksaranam Omkarasmi. Amongst the alphabets, I am Omkar. So, when you speak of Krishna, the Omkar is automatically there. When there is fire, the heat is automatically there.
Okay, one more thing. Transcendental meditation by Maharishi is not a concentrating process. It's a process of using the mantra to get into the meditation. And once reaching a point of deep meditation, thoughts will just occur. And there's no concentrating procedure at all. And this is why I had a question in the first place. In that you said that meditation is impossible because it's a concentrating process. Well, Maharishi's meditation is not a concentrating
Then he has manufactured something. It is not stated in the standard book. You see, Bhagavad Gita and Patanjali system, yoga system, that is differently stated. In the Bhagavad Gita, the meditation has to be concentrated upon the Vishnu. Matpara. The word is Matpara. One has to concentrate his meditation upon the form of Vishnu. Nothing else. That is real meditation. But if Maharshi has manufactured his own way of meditation, I cannot comment upon it. Because we have to comment on the books of authority. Any other question?